yesterday I actually watched this podcast. So this podcast is basically this lady. I've seen her video floating around on YouTube. Like earlier this year, she was kind of popping off and all that. So basically, I watched this podcast about her like background story and everything. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because I was able to resonate with a lot of things she said. And like she's also from Nigeria, Africa, and all that. So it makes me resonate a lot more. And the thing that made me actually resonate the most was because she was also like in the creative field. So like she too, wanted to do like all these creative things like we always want to do. I think she wanted to be a rapper. That was her own big thing. So she went into the rap world and tried to make it and all that. Well, she barely made money, like because here in Nigeria, rap, not like rap doesn't work. It's just harder. It's just usually like all those Afrobeat stuff that is like the main music thing. So any other thing that is like rap or maybe country music or stuff, like you won't really make it basically. So basically that was the problem she faced. Then along the way in her rap journey, she was broke as fuck, needed to make money. So eventually she went to start an online business and learn how to make money online and all that. So basically that was what the podcast was talking about. And the summary was like, you shouldn't, like you should just learn how to make money. Like that's the main thing if you're trying to do your dream and all that. Like you're in for a rude awakening because it's not roses and flowers and all that. So that got me thinking because me, I'm big into like creative stuff like that. Like the main one right now that I'm trying to do is being a filmmaker, like making cinematic video, being a filmmaker / storyteller. So that's like what's my own little thing is. And it got me thinking yesterday because me too, I've also thought of this stuff before, but I used to just feel like I should just stick with it because eventually I'll figure it out. Because like I just the conflicting thing that used to come in my head is whether I should just quit this whole filmmaking, creative, whatever, and just focus on what is practical, which is like actually learning how to make money, learning skills like copywriting, sales, running ads, building landing page, web design, all those type of like good skills, high value skills, rather than making all these videos or these stories or this whatever. But the thing that used to discourage me is because still in this very same creative field that it's not very practical, there are still people that are making it like big channels, like they exist. So that people are still making money, people are still able to like make it work, become successful from doing all these things, even though it might not be as easy as the practical one. So I was basically just thinking about it a lot since I watched this video yesterday, and I was wondering what I was going to do. So I decided I'm going to still do the filmmaking stuff, and that's just for now. Like for now, I could wake up tomorrow and say something completely different. But for now, I still plan on doing the filmmaking stuff and the whole creative stuff. And the reason why I said that is like I've been wanting to do this thing for a while. So the whole idea is like, well, you actually, according to the podcast and all, like whatever your passion is, whatever your thing is, like you kind of keep it at the background, then just focus more on the practical stuff. So you can learn something like sales, you can learn something like copywriter, you can learn something like appointment sets and all those type of stuff. Then when you start making money from these things, you can come back to your passion or whatever, or you can focus more on it. But I just thought about it, like I said earlier, people are making money from their passions nowadays. And another thing I forgot to mention again is, she's kind of old. I think she's in her 30s now. So when she was, chasing her own dreams and everything, she like all these opportunities we have today, she didn't really have access to it. It's not. I'm not trying to say, like what she learned wouldn't apply today. Definitely it would. But it was a completely different ball game. So the plan moving forward now is to still keep doing the filmmaking stuff. I'm not planning on stopping because I was thinking if I want to do both the filmmaking and maybe copywriting and sales and all these things, it starts to lead me to that same problem I had before, which is like doing 10 different things at once and basically leading you nowhere. So I'm still planning on doing the filmmaking stuff, but it's just from a more practical approach. Because the one problem that most of creative people have is like we just want to make whatever, which is not necessarily bad because it's good, you should make what you're passionate about and everything. But very plenty times there's no demand for what you care about. There's no demand for your passion. Nobody cares about your silly story, or nobody cares about your whack music. So it's like if you are doing it like that, like you're not really going to go far. But if you make stories or music or I don't know, writes whatever that there's high demand for, like you can still make it. So it doesn't necessarily mean you become inauthentic to yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to just like have sellouts. Like you still do what you actually want to do, but you just do it from a more common sense perspective. And the reason why I'm big on the common sense thing is because I spent a lot of my time watching sales, marketing, make money online videos for a very long time. And even though I still feel like I'm a creative person. I still have that creative juice, want to make films and videos and paint and draw and all those stuff. I still feel like you have to use your brain, because if you just go in there and you think it's like some Disney movie that you're just going to follow your dreams and to work out eventually, like this is real life. It doesn't work like that. So anyways, the plan moving forward is to keep doing the creative thing, and that's the thing that I think a lot about is how do I even monetize this. That's one question I ask a lot, like how do I make money from this thing. I'm planning on making all these stories, writing all these whatever. How do I want to, like, how am I going to eat? How is this going to pay my bills? So what I now do, or what I now did, is I went to all the bigger channels, so in the animation niche, the filmmaking niche, and the whatever other creative thing I look into, and I just like kind of studied them, like how do these guys make money? Because these guys, they are definitely making money. They have, especially the animation stuff, they have a lot of team members. Like 20 people can be working on one Jaden's animation video, up to 20 people. Is that crazy? So definitely she's paying all these people. So how does she make money? And I went through and I noticed that there are kind of two ways. So the first way, which is what most people do, or how it's supposed to be, not necessarily supposed to be, but the first main way is you sell something to the audience. But things are usually it's because it's like more of entertainment stuff, because it's creative and all that, like maybe filmmaking or let me just flip the camera like this. So because it's more like maybe filmmaking or drawing or whatever, you can't really sell them on expensive stuff. Like nobody's going to pay you $1,000 for like whatever you have to sell. So in the entertainment stuff, you can sell stuff, but it's usually going to be low tickets, so cheap things. So something like clothes, merch, or there's this thing, plushies. So those are stupid toys you used to sell. So you can sell stuff like that. And the other one is like a private community. So private community where you see behind the scenes or something like that. Like basically that's it, an ad revenue. Like that's usually all. So that's in the creative thing. Maybe there are a few other things you can do there and there, but those are usually like the main major ones. And you can sell stuff like maybe a journal or a book or a special type of pen or something like that. So that's for that one. But I noticed that for this type particularly, to really really make good money, like you need numbers, you need a lot of attention, like you need a lot of people to watching your stuff. If very few people watch your stuff, like nobody's going to buy your shirts, nobody's going to buy your special limited edition pen, nobody's going to buy your sketchbook, like nobody's going to really buy this stuff because there are just few people. But if there are a lot of people, there's very very high demand. Even if it's $1 profit you get from this thing, just because of the high demand, that money can become significant. So the other way, second way, that there's this other person I used to watch, Kelsey Rodriguez or something like that. Shout out to her, by the way. Also, the arts, creative, whatever. But she doesn't really have that like attention. She doesn't have those numbers like Jaden Animations or all these big names, Natalie Lane in the filmmaking world, all these big names. She doesn't really have that much attention. So how does she now make money? She makes money from actually like teaching people, coaching, and that's the thing. Is like I feel like in the online space, if you have fewer followers or engagements or subscribers or whatever, it's easier to make money by teaching something, by selling, by providing value. Because when you have a skill set or you have something valuable to offer to the world, people are going to be willing to pay you for it. She makes her own money. She teaches people how she basically does her whole arts business, whatever. Like she started the YouTube channel, does arts and all that, and she basically just teaches people how to do arts, how they can make money from their arts and all that. And that's how she makes her own money. So she makes her own money not really from selling like the stickers or the merch or whatever. She does still make a little bit of money from there, but the main bulk of her income comes from teaching people. So like coaching people, writing, planner like ebooks or something to teach people all these things. So to me, that's the two routes. So the reason I'm saying it is like moving forward on this channel has always been like a behind the scenes channel. So like the videos, so the series of videos that really brought most of the subscribers I have, even though they are just 64 now, is my, you know, trying to make my school fees back. I blew my school fees, now I'm trying to make it back. So all those stuff are behind the scenes, because the reason why I was making all those videos is like in the whole make money online world, trying to become successful. Not like people do go in depth, but many people don't go that in depth. They don't tell you like, oh wow, I used my school fees to buy this course and I fucked up, now I have to make money back. So I wanted to be that person, and you know, that series has come to an end for a while now. Like I think I'll upload the last video of it this Sunday. But basically I feel like a lot of people somewhat enjoyed it. So I want to make this channel more of a behind the scenes channel of how, you know, like I'm doing all this creative stuff, like my own perspective, what I've learned, what I've known, and I'll try to teach people it. And obviously the bigger picture here, the bigger goal is to make money. I'm not here to pretend. Like let me just want to show you the funnel. So I wrote this funnel like earlier this year, but you know, I was lazy, I didn't really follow it. But basically it's like you make dope films, stories, YouTube videos, etc. So you make like really good, like the creative videos. So you know, like the short films like Natalie Lane, or the animated videos like Jaden animations, or the music videos or whatever. So you make all these good videos and people really love them. Then down the funnel, as you can see, you now make a behind the scenes. So anybody that watches this video and watches the behind the scenes is most likely interested in making their own videos like this. Somebody that doesn't really care, just watch the video, you know, enjoy it and just go away. But somebody that will come and watch this video and watch it behind the scenes of the video is just like, that person is a lot more interested in it. And when they, you know, watch the behind the scenes, that's what this channel is intended to be. Like I'll now refer them to paid products. So my idea is like I'll create something like a course, a community, or ebooks, or digital products, whatever, to help these people to be able to make their own videos. That's like the big goal. Then and also I will do like affiliate links, things like that, but just basically to just teach them, and especially try to help them avoid some stupid mistakes, stupid things that will like waste their time and all that, so they can just be able to do this better and faster. Then as you can see at the ending of the funnel, gets paid. So like that's the business model that I plan to do. So yeah, that's where this channel is headed towards. Definitely the random, you know, videos I used to make, random unfiltered videos I used to make, or life updates, whatever, I'll still make those, but they'll be significantly less. And funny enough, those videos, people do watch them, sure, but it's not, you know, that much compared to like the trying to make the school fees video. That was one that people really liked the most. So basically that's like what this whole video is about. Like that's a new direction I want to take this channel in. So from now on, most of the videos I'm going to be making is going to be more of a behind the scenes stuff. I've already made a few like actual videos that I posted on my main channel, like, you know, short films and all that. I didn't really show behind the scenes there. So I'm planning of doing all that here. So almost pretty much every video I make now, I plan that I'll just record the behind the scenes here and, you know, show you and teach you. And it's to start attracting people that are interested in making stuff like this. Then obviously from my little expertise and all that, and as I get better at the skill, at the craft and all that, I'll also be able to teach these people, so then they can start their own channels and do their own creative stuff. Then maybe them so they teach people. But that's basically the whole thing. And if my main channel is able to grow big enough, like if I'm able to attract like a wide audience and all that, also still be able to sell like things like merch and the special pen or your special notebook or whatever. So anyways, that's it for now. See ya.